Hi, today we're going to be unboxing Transformers Generations, STARSCREAM and WASPiNATOR. The flew in 30s, 2013, so it's kind of a throwback to 30 years of Transformers. I like how they put the Decepticon logo white in the 0 to 30. That's a nice little touch that you did. It's Series 2, and this is Toy number 3 in the lineup for the 30s Generation series. Is a Decepticon, so I like how they put it right there on the side. So if you didn't know what that symbol was, it tells you right there that symbol belongs to the Decepticons. Nice little touch. And then down here you could go and buy separately Metatron, which comes with Chop Shop. You could also go on to www.transformerscollectorsclub.com. I'll leave that link down below in the description. On the back, you can go online to idwpublishing.com. Link would also be down there in the description. I know IDW has been making comic books for Transformers, so really good. Recommend picking up some of those. And then, you know, if my camera could focus here, come on. There we go. You could watch it on Facebook, not watch it, but you know, join them online, Facebook, Transformers.com, YouTube, Hasbro.com, which I don't know why they didn't print the website here, but just that. So let's get into a little biofeedback, history story here. Though they had never fought side by side, STARSCREAM and WASPiNATOR. Let me kind of get some of that glare off of here. Where were we? Let's just start over. Though they had never fought side by side, STARSCREAM and WASPiNATOR are infinitely famous with one another. Long after his time has passed, STARSCREAM returns to a Cybertron half-life by possessing the body of a smaller robot in the genius of WASPiNATOR. The Decepticons' Air Commander nearly completes the betrayal of Metatron. He has long complicated. So yeah, you have STARSCREAM in its jet fire mode, or fighter jet mode. And then you got kind of a triple changer minicon here. So you got WASPiNATOR in his wasp form, which I don't know why, but just because the tail and the eyes and his legs and wings, he actually reminds me more of a dragonfly than a wasp. I mean, look, the way how its wings are made and how its tail is, doesn't it look a little bit more a dragonfly than a wasp? But yeah, there he is in his war mode and his weapon mode. So it's kind of cool if you didn't know. They kind of went back to the G1 series, as you can tell with the head sculpt and how the cockpit lays, and the two arm cannons, which is also his jet thrusters. The G1 series. And then, if you didn't know, WASPiNATOR, he was from Beast Wars. So it's kind of cool that they put part Beast Wars Minicon Triple Transformer and an OG1 of STARSCREAM. Very nice. Ideal concept that they did. I love it. So it's kind of like two generation toys for one. You know, the old G1 STARSCREAM. And then, you know, you also kind of got Beast Wars. So that's, like I said, cool. You got like two different generation toys. So let's pop them out. Yeah, watch out when you pop in STARSCREAM out. Because as you just notice, his arm just flew right off. So yeah. But don't worry, it is on a ball and peg joint. So pretty cool. First off, let's take a look at Starscream. So, no pulsability in his head. Arms can go up and back, or forward and back. Can't fully rotate because of the wings back there. Up and down. Could bend at the elbow. Nothing for the hand or wrist. And as you saw, his gun was just put onto the shoulder. I don't know if you saw that, but not quite the shoulder, but lower shoulder, I guess you could call it. Unfortunately, he cannot hold his gun. Well, he kind of could, but it seems like if you can see that gray plastic, they should extend the gray plastic a little bit longer to kind of hold his guns. So he really can't hold them. Let's see if I can kind of get this in camera. Not really. He could, but not as tight as you would want it to be. And if you kind of have to hold it to the side, you want it to be more of a straight shot, like how you see in the show, it's not going to happen. His legs, back and forth, side to side. They do fully bend all the way to the back. So the knee does bend all the way to the back. So it kind of looks like, hey, why are you kidding yourself? Kind of cool. He does have full toe and heel. So a heel toe he has. But yeah. So that's pretty much all that thing has. We'll set him off to the side. And next we're going to take a look at WASPiNATOR. So WASPiNATOR is saying to transform into, let's see, robot mode. You take that, flip that up, flip that down, kind of flip his arms up, we leave his wings the same, and there he is in robot mode. Let's kind of bring these guys up a little bit for a size comparison. Wow. Definitely you can tell that's a mini-con. Let's take a look. I don't know why there's so much square coming off the camera, but let's take a look at him. No paint for his face. I mean, definitely no face paint. Like on here, you could tell his eyes on his lower head does have some paint. On the actual toy, nope. And then on his wasp's head, which I still don't care. I say it looks more like a dragonfly's head. It's supposed to have like this little crisscross, kind of like this design. You can see a lot better here. It's all those little squares on his eyes, and the actual toy has the smooth one. So yeah, you don't actually have that. Here is what I'm talking about. See, kind of like the actual fly eyes. And on the toy, it's completely smooth. So yeah. As for articulation and robot mode, hands could go that far up because they kind of catch on the wings because there's little legs back there, or arm legs you could call them, and all the way down. Well, not quite all the way down. Feet could go up only to about that far, and back down, and both of them does move. So you move one and it moves both. Other than that, not too much going on there. And then, to transform him, it's easy. Fold his legs down, fold his head up, take this little gun barrel, his tail, and then fold that up. Which I kind of forgot pop. There we go. So let's see how we transform him into weapon mode. So pretty much, like you said, just turn him back into robot mode. Arms, tailpiece. So, yay, he's been into robot mode. Then take the wings and kind of fold them the other way, and then fold the tail back in. So, take the wings, and you might want to fold his arms down. Push them to kind of convert it into cannon, and then take that and fold it that way. So now he is in cannon mode, because the way how it looks there, simple. If you didn't see it, there it's bud mode. Grab the bat ones here, squeeze them together until they kind of lock, and it comes into cannon mode. And he could hold it, but not that great. I just think that it should have opened up his arms, or you might have to actually scrape down his tail gun barrel, his little tail stock, to kind of get him to hold it. So it is a super tight fit and doesn't go in all the way. And again, you still got that thing where it's kind of like leaning the gun to the side, kind of like all gangster look, instead of like, oh hey, I got a big bud cannon. Yeah. So we'll just easily convert this bat into the little bud. Which his tail does come off, but don't worry, you could just snap it back on. Not that hard to do. As for Starscream, let's take a look at how we transform him. So, let's just start by folding the feet down, and then turn around to move the other pieces out. So, feet, we fold them down. Then on the back here, we actually move those back up. Let's see. No, I believe we actually move these to the side. That's how it was. Move those to the side. There we are. Snap legs together. So, just take it and snap them together. They should snap. You don't hear it, but they do. Then after that, flip top piece down. So take the top of its wing backpack and flip it down. And you do want it to lock in there. So just in case you didn't see it, there's that little tab you want it to lock underneath the feet. So here's just a side view of what I'm talking about. Which I would actually probably recommend a lot. No. Let's see. You really want to get the feet together and then kind of maneuver that in there. Okay, let's see. Then flip him up and over like that. Flip his gun barrels up. So just kind of rotate them up. Or you could unpad and repad them in. Depends on what you want to do. Then push his whole arm assembly down. So apparently somehow these go down. At least by what I'm understanding here. Yeah, they should just pop down. Yeah. So when you do that, you might have to take his arms off and then put them down. And then take them off, repad them in. take the gun off. Kind of re-put it in. There we go. This one kind of did one. And I got his arm on one. There we go. There is little tabs in his arms. I don't know if you can see it. But right there in that resets hole, that are supposed to tab into there, I believe. Yeah. So do make sure you get the arms all the way down. And then tab it in, which doesn't tab in too tightly. Again, there is no locking sound to tell you that it is in the tabs. Like I said, just put these bit in there, and they unput really easily. It's arms from the side. And then the last thing is just flip up the headpiece and flip up the nose cone and take out the little landing gear. So we take the cockpit, flip that up, and kind of get it to snap somewhat. There we go. Then next we take the nose cone, put that up, which automatically deploys the landing gear because the landing gear is right in his nose cone. And there you have STARSCREAM in his fire jet mode. And just a little comparison, we have the Furin 30s. I believe that's a F-14 stealth bomber jet. Metatron from the Furin 30s, which came with that IDW comic book. And Transformers Start of the Moon. Autobot Air Raid, which I don't actually remember seeing in the movie. So there's a size comparison, and why not? We'll just throw this one on there. Yep. So he kind of hitch a ride on him, unless you actually take the tailpiece down, and then he does have this big post hole in the back of his wing jetpack. That you can actually goes, as you can see, it goes all the way through, which is kind of a nice touch. And you can kind of pad this in there, not too good. So you kind of angle it somewhat, so it looks like he is flying. It looks better from the front. If you put it from the side, you can see the post pad, or the little pad. But yeah, just a little size comparison between the planes here. We'll put it on top for that way, and this one. I believe this is a F-14 Tomcat fighter jet plane. This is the F-14 stealth bomber. But yeah. So that's what comes with this little Transformers Generations, the Furin 30s, 2014, skill level 1, Hasbro, Series 2, number 3 in the Series 2 lineup, Decepticons. Yeah, remember to rate, subscribe, and leave a comment. Alright, thanks, bye.